What's up, everybody? Welcome back to another solo leveling Arise video. All right, guys, my voice is back. I feel 100%. And with that being said, I did a live stream this morning with you guys. So thank you for joining. As usual, we had a blast. And this time we focused strictly on the free-to-play account. So you guys are perfectly aware, if you've been watching me for a while, my account is unique in a sense that I'm only doing SR weapons, SR units, okay? And we did the Battlefield of Trials today, and we got through a stage that was very, very tough and is very, very tough for a lot of players. So I'm going to show you guys what I did and how I did it. Now that's going to be floor 22. A lot of you guys have been asking me how I manage it, what do I do to beat it, etc. So I was able to show you guys on the pay to win account. Now I'm going to show you guys on the free to play account, and I only did it with 70,000 power. Okay, so 70,000 CP. My power is a little bit higher right now. I'm at 80 because I did just level up recently, but I did do it. Sorry, it was 73,000 specifically. Okay, so I'll show you guys the full fight and how I did it. This is my account. So I have Westwind, Orb of Avarice. I use Jinho. I use Park, Heejin. And I'm using Hung Suk, the bastard. That's right. We're gonna call him that for now on. And then I have Igris, obviously the only shadow I have really. So, and you guys can see here, weapon wise, this is what I'm running. So I was level 45 when I finished this. Skill wise, I use the following two skills. I use multi strike and I use death dance, and then mutilate, of course, and then the blessing stone here in case I need to survive. And then gear wise, here we go. We have the 2 set piece for attack, 2 set piece for crit. These are all just mumbo jumbo. The 2 beast set is the only one that really mattered here. The other ones are just there for stats purposes. You guys can see everyone else doesn't really have the earrings yet because I'm just starting to farm that now. But let's go in and I'll show you guys exactly what I did to finish this. And if you guys are not joining me on live streams, why the hell not? I know it's hard. It's not easy to find time. But this is me right here. So let me go ahead and show you guys kind of how this worked. I'm going to move myself over and put myself on full screen. And you guys can, and I'll walk you through the whole fight, okay? And I'll show you guys why I did it and how I did it. So first off, when you jump in here, the first thing you want to note is I don't even attack right away. I go around. And I make sure that when I do attack the boss at the same time. Try to do shadow step here and try to get in a little bit of distance. There you go. And now I do sniper right there. And then I do a little bit of death dance, or death I think it's called. And here I do Orb of Avarice. Just try to kill everybody that you can with that. Okay, that AoE will pretty much take out most of the opponents. And then from here, I summon Igris. Now, this is important, right? You have to have shadows for this fight. If you don't have shadows for this fight, it becomes a problem because Igris and the shadows actually distract the tornado from going after you, which gives you a lot of window to open up and do some DPS. Now, ideally, I didn't want to deal with any of these extra adds. Now, you guys can see the Purify that just happened. That comes from Park. She's very important in this fight. Jinho is also very important in this fight because he does a good break. And at the same time, he actually provides you potions that you can pick up for health purposes. Breaking is critical in this. Now, look what I just did. You go far, you do a shadow step, you go as far as you can, and then activate it so the tornado has more time to come to you. One thing I do want to say right away for everybody that's playing this, the tornado does not slow down in time just like the characters do. When you do a shadow step, everything slows down. Tornado does not. It's still the same speed throughout. It's a force of nature. God said, let there be tornadoes. They ain't slowing down. So that's what we're dealing with, okay? So just real quick. So your goal here, guys, shadow step, and then bring the tornado out as far as you can, and then make sure you do that. Now, you guys can see there, the beauty of having the Westwind or Orb is the fact that there's a pretty significant range between you and that, okay? Now, you can use the Darka in here as well, too, and do a lot of QTEs on the boss. You'll do a little less DPS, but that's fine. But the Westwind here is perfect because, look, when I'm far enough, the tornado's coming after me here, right? I can kind of keep my distance, and then when it gets close enough, I can then do my... right there, look, I can do it right here. And I know he has defense down, so it's perfect. Try to, see, I missed it there a little bit. But you normally want to get it while the defense is down. Now, breaking is super, super important, but you also want to make sure you don't just jump in and try to break. You need to have some patience. It's really about patience at the end of the day. So there you go. Drag the tornado. See that? Shadow step, give yourself some distance, and then sniper. Right? And then that's going to do a lot of damage. Now, look, he's at 27 times health now, which is pretty good. Now, Igris is up. This is where it gets easier. This is where you actually want to break him. I didn't have a dash there, but you can see I picked up the potion to help myself out. I made a couple mistakes here. Again, not having a dodge really, really messed me up in this part, but still wasn't, critical enough. Now, the blessing stone, even if you have other blessings, do not change it, okay? You want the blessing stone. Now, the reason why I have Hung Suk on my team, a lot of people don't give him credit. He's a good breaker, but he also stuns and he increases your max HP for that time. That max HP increase is so critical, guys, because it actually helps you survive a lot of these tornado hits, right? So don't sleep on this character just because everybody hates him in the anime and manhwa. He's actually a pretty good character in the game. So there you guys go. the ultimate there, 13 health. I've got a minute left. I've got plenty of time. This is where you just don't want to make mistakes, okay? So bring in tornado shot. Watch your dodge, right? That's the most important thing. There's orb real quick. Here you want to pick up that potion that he just dropped. Again, it'll help you out with HP. If you can, at least grab it. Grab it. If not, it's not the end of the world. So you can see here, Hunksik just gave me another 1,000 HP there for a couple seconds, right? So here we go. Shadow Step in. Nice little shot there. And donezo. All right. So this took me about, 45 minutes to do on the stream, but it is 100% doable. After I started getting the feel of it and with my free-to-play account and understanding the logistics of how to handle the tornado with him a little better with the weapons I was using, it became a joke. Honestly, it's actually not that hard. The main thing to note is I was, again, 73k power at this point. And we just kept going. Now I'm currently stuck on floor 25 on my free-to-play, which actually isn't that bad for somebody with my power here. And I'm almost done chapter 13. I'm at the last stage of second last stage of chapter 13. I'm probably going to get that done tonight as well, too, and continue rolling. Now, I am level 46 on my free-to-play, okay? This is, again, a unique challenge. It's SRs and SSRs only, and I'm only playing it with you guys on stream, so I am a little bit behind because of that reason. But I do this because I need to show and prove to people that this game is, in fact, free-to-play friendly if you allow it to be. Now, everything is debatable. A lot of people consider free-to-play friendly the acquisition of characters, or the acquisition of essence stones or gems in order to be summoning those characters. Some people don't care the fact that you can use characters that are available to you free to complete the game. That's so everyone's definition of this entire challenge, or everyone's definition of free-to-play friendly, is different. My definition, and it's always been the same, is if I can use characters that are lower tier, lower rank, and I can still finish content, that to me is considered free to play, right? If I don't have to purchase anything to beat story mode content and I can still do events and I can still compete, that to me is free to play. So I just want to point out, guys, I know there's a lot of folks out there who have complained about this game, about how pay to win it is. Actually, not a lot of folks, very minor amount of folks, actually, surprisingly enough. But I just want to give my 2 cents here. And the reason why I stuck with this account the whole way through, and I'm still sticking with it, is to prove that point. Number one, it is to also test SR units, because I think there are a lot of gems, and same with SR weapons. And the ability not to have to use SSR units or SSR weapons takes away and alleviates a lot of the pressures for me personally as a player, because I don't have to worry about summoning. I don't really have to worry about it at all, right? And if I do summon and I get an SR, I'm actually more happy usually than an SSR, because I know I won't be using that SSR anyways. So allowing yourself to play the game the proper way, testing and using the proper weapon setups, focusing on the proper SR units, being a little bit patient, and allowing yourself to do some of the higher end challenges and getting better at the game, I think will drive you to appreciate the game for what it is a lot more. I'm being honest, I'm not sponsored by Netmarble for this game whatsoever. I have no stake in this game outside of the fact that it's doing really well for my channel, obviously, but I'm always brutally honest about things like this. And to me, this is one of those games where they do so much well. And I think people focus too much on the little negatives here and there, which will eventually, in my opinion, get better over time as the game grows. It's only early access still, right? But yeah, congratulations to the devs for creating such an amazing experience, honestly. And thank you again, guys, for the support and love, as usual. This is Payne. I hope the strategy helps you guys out. I'll talk to you guys in the next one. Take care.